Hey guys, welcome back to Jurassic Collectibles. So this is the time I've been waiting for. I've got my T-Rex mug of tea and we're going to be unboxing and taking a closer look at this Build-a-Raptor set B, the Arcuoraptor from the new Beasts of the Mesozoic Raptor series. You can find the item featured in today's review and more at everythingdinosaur.com. Check out their site today. So this comes from David Silva of creativebeast.com. He's got a whole new line of Beasts of the Mesozoic Raptors out, and they are coming out right now. I made a mistake in the last video in that I stated that you can only get them at everythingdinosaur.com. That's not true. They are the sole stockists of Beasts of the Mesozoic in the UK. So for me, that was important. But they're not the sole stockists worldwide. There are other people, and you can get them on the Kickstarter page still. I'll put all the links down below so you can check out what's available. Also, in the last video, if you haven't seen it already, we did an unboxing which included a quick look at the Beasts of the Mesozoic catalogue for 2017. So if you want to see what else is in the line, go and check out that video and you can see what other goodies David sent over. You can see we've got the Creative Beast logo down there. Beautiful photographic image of the kit. This is one of the Raptors you can build, and as you can tell, it's the kind of kit that you could customize with your own paint job, but paint and primer is not included in the kit. So you need to put this thing together yourself and paint it yourself if you do want to do that. I might do that in a future video, but this video today is mainly focusing on putting together the various Raptors and taking a look at the sculptural detail of this kit and how it looks assembled. Up in the top left-hand corner, we got this awesome Beast of the Mesozoic Raptor series logo, and this is a 1/6 scale dinosaur action figure. I don't think that came across in the unboxing. These are huge figures. They're 12 inches long. They're essentially like Hot Toys Raptors. So just bear that in mind, let that sink in. And yeah, I think the awesomeness should sink in there. It says design and sculpt by David Silva. Thank you, David, for sending this over. Prototypes Jeremy Mons. This is Build-a-Raptor Set B, a Arcuoraptor body type. Now, Pixel Dan has done a review of Set A. So go and check out his review of Set A. We're doing Set B. Go and tell the folks over there in the comments to come and check out Set B on Jurassic Collectibles. Big fan of Pixel Dan's work, so shout out for Pixel Dan. If you don't follow him already on YouTube, go and subscribe to him. He's fantastic. As you can see, really nice illustrations here by David Silva, 1/6 scale for ages 15 and up. And then same again here, love that logo. On the back, we've got a rundown of the various Raptor types you can build with this set. You've got the base Raptor, 12 inches long, amazing. Okay, so we've got the Saurornitholestes, the Sullivani version. We've got the Saurornitholestes Langstoni version, which has kind of got like a more of a crest and looks slightly different. Now we've got the Dromaeosaurus, the Arcuoraptor or Arcuoraptor, and then we've got the Zhenyuanlong. All beautiful feathered raptors that you can build with this set, including the base raptor. And then you can see all the different heads you've got here. So you've got the heads, the different types of crests for all the different species. You've got the different jaw pieces, the collars, feathered running feet, the claws, the toe claws. Most importantly, the toe claws. Got the different feathered arms, the different tails, and we've got the all-important base. Now it does say glue required here. I'm going to try and do a dry fit. Okay, so without further ado, let's open up the box and see what we have inside. Wow. That is amazing. First off, I have to say the size is the most impressive thing. The sculpts are amazingly detailed, but if I bring in Off-Color Alan to give you some idea how big this set is, you can see how big the figure is. It's a massive set, and it's going to look amazing once I put this together. So it comes in this lovely plastic tray, really nicely laid out. If I take out the plastic tray, inside you can see there is actually a baggie attached, which seems to have the base and the clear rod and some other pieces that can't fit in the tray. So you've got those extra bits in there. But in terms of just the way this looks, it's very, very exciting to open the box. And wow, you can see all the head variations there. The detail here is absolutely stunning. Okay, So without further ado, okay, so I'm going to get all the parts out of the box, and then I'm going to build the base raptor first, and then I'm going to go through each of the species so you can have a look at the 6 variations you can make with this set. Oh boy, this is amazing. And the detail on these parts is absolutely staggering. And this looks like it's a bendy wire bit. Oh, wow. This is awesome. So, importantly, inside the box, it actually gives you a guide on the construction with this very nice illustration of the raptor. And it says here, separating joints at the hips, lower legs, elbows, or neck base is not recommended. Do not separate the knee joints or the shoulder joints. So I've just got to be careful how I separate this thing, but it's good to know. That is the base raptor that you'll get out of the box when you just attach the tail feather, so you can get playing with this thing really quickly. And wow, what an amazing figure. I mean, the posability is just absolutely incredible. The scale is amazing, and the detail on it is just fabulous. I'm going to have real fun posing this thing over the next few days. So let's take a closer look at this guy. So oftentimes on the channel, you'll hear me saying, you know, these are the raptor figures that we've always dreamt of because we're getting raptor likenesses. But to be honest, these are the raptor figures that we've always dreamt of. I mean, these are paleontologically as accurate as they can be. They're as well articulated as they can be, and that is really amazing to behold. And the fact that they're 1/6 scale, they're at the scale of basically like Hot Toys figures, is just incredible to me. So anyway, without further ado, the jaw is articulated. As you can see, it opens up really nice. We've got this beautiful sculpt going on inside, really lovely fine teeth. The inside of the mouth has been sculpted, and you can go in and paint this yourself as you see fit. Look at all that lovely feathering detail. I love the way David has sculpted the eye area. It's really seated it with this nice eyelid. Just really beautiful sculpt. And as we move down the neck, you can see really lovely fine feathers going on here. Lovely articulation in the neck. You can move that up and down. You can move it left and right. It's a ball joint. You've got 2 sockets there, so you can get some real head turning going on, things that we can't do with our existing dinosaur figures. This is just incredible. It really is like having an animatable armature, you know, like you're making your own Jurassic Park stop motion. I'm sure a lot of people will be making stop motion with these figures because they're so easy to pose. Really nice fine feathering sculpted. To be honest, it's a feat. It's amazing that you can pose these figures so well with all of this fine feather detail still having enough room to maneuver. That is absolutely fantastic. So you've got another joint at the bottom there which allows you to twist. So look at this. This is incredible. David, this is amazing. I'm blown away by this. Got another ball joint there at the base so you can get even more movement in the upper torso. As we move into the shoulder, again, you can see lovely fine feathered sculpted detail. Individual feathers here in the forelimb. Just beautifully sculpted. I love the layering of the primary and secondary feathers. And actually, it's really nice to see these feathers here at the wrist, which are often kind of joined up with this piece. But here, they're actually articulated. I don't know how you've done this. That's incredible, David. You've got the wrist there, properly articulated, so it actually comes out like a bird wing. See that? The way that the fingers actually come out of the wing there. That's the way that a bird wing would work. It's just absolutely incredible. You can get some real splays there with the feathers. That's amazing. Got a ball joint in the arm there. Or is it single? Sorry, that's a single axis joint there. So you can rotate it that way as it would do on an actual arm. Ball joint at the shoulder, because obviously that's the way a shoulder would behave. As we move into the torso, really nice fine sculpted feathers running along the torso there. Really nice fine sculpted tufts running along the belly. And what's nice is David has actually managed to hide away a lot of the articulation. It's only really underneath here on the neck and here on the knees that you can just see it. And to be honest, you'd be able to paint that away on your own design anyway. So that's really cool. Got a ball joint at the torso, so that allows some twisting and some left and right movement. So I'm getting that sort of degree of freedom. Here you've got the legs. I think these are on a ball joint. Let's have a look inside. Yeah, they are on a ball joint. So I can get those mainly forwards and backwards in terms of the articulation. Quite far back. And then obviously it's limited by the front torso piece. But still, that's quite a lot of movement. The knee is a single axis joint. So that can rotate all the way back like this. It can stretch out. It can also twist. And then you've got another single axis joint here at the ankle. Here. Very, very nice. And then even the toe claw is a separable, posable piece. Very, very nice. So actually this isn't a single axis, it's like a dual axis. It can go in that direction and it can twist as well. So you can get a lot of posing in the leg. A lot more posing than most of the dinosaur action figures that I own. This is incredible. And actually this twists as well. Wow. This is incredible. This is the type of figure that I'm going to have to just keep playing with, and I'm going to be able to find new poses that I can put this thing in, because this is awesome. We've got the twist here, twist on this one. This one seems to be a ball joint on the tail. As I said, this is posable. This is a bendy wire tail. Beautiful details. We move into the tail feathers. Look at those. Gorgeous. So this is the base raptor tail. As we move to the other side, again, really nice feathered detail. I love the layering that's going on across this upper leg. Very, very nice. Again, with this leg here. And I love the small feet as well, where you've got these very bird-like feet. Nice dew claw on the back there. As we come into the torso, really nice fine feathered sculpted detail. Into the arm, just really, really posable, really nice. I love this extendable feather here at the end. Very, very nice. And then we come back to that beautiful head sculpt. So let's go on to the next one. The next dinosaur is the Saurornitholestes. And there's two types. So we're going to do the top one first, the Salavani, and then we'll move on to the Langstoni. So here is the Saurornitholestes Salavani. And I haven't put the toe claws on. The toe claws are actually, quite a bit bigger than the ones that are on the base model. But at the moment I'm finding the little peg hole is a little bit tight. So what I might do is just open it up a bit using a pin vise, just to allow it to pop on a bit easier, because right now I don't want to force it too much because I don't want to break it. But that's the only thing I've found so far that doesn't just peg on and work straight away. And to be honest, that's a really tiny little detail. But yeah, this is a really nice looking figure, and I would actually quite happily leave it in this configuration. What's changed is the head, the jaw's been swapped out, the neck collar has been swapped out, the crest has been added. These finger feathers have been swapped over. The toe claws would have been swapped over, so once I've made that adjustment I can do that. And the tail as well as this new Saurornitholestes custom tail. So really, really cool. Again, got the same posability as the base raptor, obviously. And yeah, just really, really cool to get posing with this thing. Just incredible stuff. I just love these figures so much. Okay, so that's Saurornitholestes. We'll have a quick look at the head sculpt so you can have a look at the kind of detail you're getting there. And this is made from like a rubbery material. In terms of the rest of the body, this is kind of like a solid plastic. Some of the parts are like a softer rubber, so like the collar is a softer rubber. The wing here is a hard plastic, but then these parts here are soft rubber. So it's kind of like the small parts that need to be flexible are flexible, and obviously the tail's rubber with the pipe cleaner wire going through it, but the rest is more like a hard plastic. So very, very nice. Really nice detail. I love this slender jaw as well. Really, really cool. Okay, so let's build the Langstoni Saurornitholestes variation. Okay, and this is the Langstoni version. Very quick change. All I did was change the crest. and swapped it for this new Mohican styled Saurornitholestes. Very, very nice. Just an awesome looking figure. Cool. So let's go on to the Dromaeosaurus. Okay, and here is the Dromaeosaurus version. Very, very nice. And this one actually comes with a pelvis piece. So I assume this is for paleontological accuracy. As far as I can tell, that just sits under there, but it might be one of the pieces that requires a bit of glue. But yeah, a very, very nice looking figure. I really love the head sculpt on this one. Let's have a closer look at that. Just beautiful fine feathering going on the head sculpt there. A much squarer snout. Just a really cool looking dinosaur. And what's different on this one is the head. I've reverted back to the base neck piece. And then I've swapped out to the base tail. I've actually got that the wrong way around. So yeah, and that's what the Dromaeosaur comprises of, and also that pelvis piece as well. But a really nice, formidable looking raptor. I just love the posing on the head and the neck. So cool. I've just realized at this point that the tongue is separable, and I actually missed the tongue out on the last two. But yeah, even the tongue is articulated. So once you've got that ball and socket married up, then you can even go in and pose the tongue. How cool is that? And then I'm just going to pop that. This goes a square peg into a square hole, very easy. Pop that in. There we go. Nice pop. And that's the new raptor head. Okay, and here is the Arcuoraptor or Arcuoraptor. Really, really cool. What's new on this one is the head, and also there's a chest piece that just slides in underneath here. So that just changes the shape of the chest there. Very, very nice looking figure. Yeah, just a beautiful looking raptor. Really, really cool. And again, you've got all the same posability as the others. I love that articulated tongue. Allows you to get some really cool roaring poses. Really, really nice stuff, David. Incredible attention to detail. I can't decide which one I want to paint and keep as a permanent fixture. I like all of them individually, but I'm kind of veering towards the Saurornitholestes with the crest, just because it looks so cool with that Mohican. But yeah, so we've got one more to do, the Zhenyuanlong. So let's see what that one looks like. And here we have the Zhenyuanlong, probably the featheriest critter out of the lot. As you can see, the forefeathers are really long on this one. So these parts were replaced on this one. And these are very delicately attached to the hands. I think this is where glue might come in handy. So if these feathers fall off, that's just because I'm doing a dry fit. But you can see really nice feathery looking raptor. The neck collar is actually replaced with really nice bushy feathers there. And there's a really nice tuft on the head as well. Again, more of a squarish head. Very, very nice looking raptor. And the tail has been replaced as well with a much more fuller sort of plume of feathers. And as you can see there, the arm's fallen off. So in this dry fit state, it really could do with some glue on these longer feathers. So I think if I was going to commit to the Zhenyuanlong, then that's what I'd do. I'd glue on those hand feathers. But this is a really nice looking figure. Let's take a closer look at the head sculpt. There you can see that tuft of feathers on the top of the head. Just a really nice looking sculpt. I haven't put in the tongue yet, but it gives you an idea of the head sculpt. Beautiful stuff. So you also have the beautifully detailed base. Look at this. Incredibly well sculpted. You've got lots of nice fine bits of foliage and sculpted rock. A really beautiful detailed base. Enough to contend with any rebore figure. Very, very nice indeed. And then also you've got the clear plastic rods. So you've got a jumping rod and you've got a shorter posing rod. And what you do is you just put these parts together, and that makes almost like a nice little cup. And then the ball end goes in here. And then that allows me to rotate from the base, bring in the Zhenyuanlong. And you can see there he is, on display. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. What a beautiful looking display base and a fantastic figure to complement it. This should fit in here. And then, yeah, okay, so it's just a very simple little pipe mechanism. And if you are unsure, just follow these diagrams on the back. This is the jumping rod, this is the posing rod. So it's very easy to see how the pieces fit together. And then the ball just goes into here. Here we go. And now we have a jumping base. Now, one attaches via the pelvis, I believe, because the actual gripper is a bit narrow. So let's put that in there. And there we go. Zhenyuanlong in jumping pose. Very, very nice indeed. And that would look great on anyone's shelf. Even just as it is, unpainted, I really love this. It actually looks like a really nice art piece. And that's really what David's bringing to the table here. Art level pieces of sculpture that are very well articulated and perfect for dinosaur fans. I just want to bring in one of these arm pieces with the feathery detail on here, because this is absolutely stunning. Look, there's individual striations on the feathers, and this is made from a soft rubbery material, so you don't have to worry about this being brittle or breaking. But just that is the level of detail that we're getting here, guys. A really beautiful level of detail from David at creativebeast.com. So there we have it, guys. That's the brand new Beast of the Mesozoic Raptor series Build-a-Raptor Set B. And here is Zhenyuanlong, a really nice figure. And I'm sorry, my posing skills aren't up to scratch, but I'm going to give it some more practice with these figures and hopefully post some more pictures on my Twitter page. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and on my Facebook. Links are down below, and I'll try and post some more poses as I get creative in the coming weeks. This is a real fantastic piece. I don't feel like this video has really done it justice. I could sit here and talk about these figures for hours. I could show you each individual piece and show you how each one is perfectly sculpted and perfectly articulated. David at creativebeast.com has done something that is every dinosaur fan's dream. So don't hesitate in picking these up. These Build-A-Set versions, Build-A-Raptor versions, or actually the painted versions that are going to be coming out later on. I think you're really going to love these pieces. The size is fantastic. If I bring in Off-Color Alan, good old Off-Color Alan, you can just see how big these figures are. 1/6 scale, Hot Toys sort of level of detail and size. Just a really beautiful piece to add to any dinosaur fan's collection. Okay guys, I can't say enough good about these figures. Thank you to David for sending these over and letting me and Pixel Dan be the first two people to review these sets. I think they're fantastic. I'm going to have a wonderful time posing and creating all sorts of raptors from this kit, and I think you should do the same. Okay guys, rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Now you've seen it reviewed, why not pick up your own at everythingdinosaur.com. Link is in the description.